EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Well, straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Now Lewis selects to return it. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a first carry for their fullback. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 1. On play action, Prescott. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
The pressure came off of the corner, and while they recognized it and turned it into a big play, I'm looking at the defense on that one because when you do bring extra pressure, you have to rotate someone over for coverage, and I think he was a step too late.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here we go. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Green Jack.
Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Niners at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Here's Lance to throw it. Right side, and he finds Gray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it's caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there.
Down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Lance. And able to haul it in as Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's pulled in at the 32. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Down the left sideline. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
On play action, Lance
Rolling to his right.
pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want in their hands at all times.
Penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set.
From midfield, here's Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
And Lance now to throw.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So
Both
we
these
reach
teams running through
halftime
their
in what's
final
been a fairly
adjustments before they head
one-sided
out
game
for
so
the second
far.
half. Time
As
for
we
us to go
send you
back to Levi
cross-country to
Stadium
Orlando,
as we'll hand it
Jonathan
back
Coachman
over
is there and
to
has our
Brandon
EA
Guy.
Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Okay,
This
ready?
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Smash, red. Set.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one too low. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates with the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Going to run again here with Pollard. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Flat. On the ball. On the ball.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Set. Cut.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
5-97. Red. Yellow. Red.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Ready?
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Green Jack.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we could see this thing pile up as we go on.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And